The whole purpose of us being here is to help you understand what coaching looks like and what we do all day long, what makes Beachbody Coaching different from every other network marketing company that you've heard of. How do we earn money? How do we help others? Where do you even get started with all of that? And so we just want to say thank you so much for being here tonight. Me and my host, Ginny, are so excited to be here and that you decided to join us tonight. A few things that you need to know real quick before we jump straight in, I guess there, is I can tend to talk very fast, so I apologize in advance for that. We've got a lot of great content, and I want to get through it all and be able to answer your questions as well. And I want to respect your time. I don't want to keep you here all night long. So we said 30 minutes. I want to keep it as close to that as we possibly can. So I talk fast. I apologize in advance. Next is that we are recording this. So if there is something that you missed or something you want to go back or share this with your spouse or something like that afterward, you will have a recording of this to be able to do that with. And then anything that you don't understand, if we go over anything too quick tonight, feel free to ask questions, but then also know we have a new coach training starting on May 8th that's going to have all the answers to all of these questions, anything that I mentioned tonight, any words that you don't understand, anything like that. We're going to talk about all of it in the new coach training next on the 8th. So know that that's coming for you, and post your questions in the chat as you have them as we go. So I'm going to dive straight in and tell you who am I. My name is Stephanie Arnold. I'm a full-time Beachbody coach and a stay-at-home mom. I just celebrated 5 years of marriage to my handsome stud of a husband just last week. And we live in the suburbs outside of Philadelphia with our 1-year-old little girl there. Her name's Arrington, and our puppy Brooks. He's a little Morkie mix, and he's just precious. And he's our other baby. So those are our 2 kids. We live outside of Philly. I've been a coach now for almost 2 years. I'm a Success Club All-Star and a Diamond coach. And I'm also the founder of the Anchored Nation team. And our team is currently ranked about 1,300 out of over 450 teams within Beachbody. So that's pretty awesome. Know that joining our team, you're really going to get the value from that because we are going places. Yeah, so that's me. Last thing, yeah, I'm a Hashimoto's warrior. I was diagnosed last year with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is an autoimmune disease which just attacks your body and screws up your whole immune system and your whole life. And so I've been fighting that for about a year now, and I'm excited to say that with clean eating and exercise and proper nutrition, I have been able to reverse a lot of the symptoms that I've experienced with my autoimmunity, which is crazy because most of your doctors just tell you you're stuck with it forever. So a little bit about my story. I want you to be able to see my face, so it might take me a moment to switch off of this. Stop presenting. Can you see my face? There I am. Hey. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of go over you real quick, get rid of those for you. Me and why I got started as a coach, what my story looks like. So, oh goodness, I could go on that, and I promise I won't. So, for me, I grew up in a Christian home. I was taught right from wrong, knew what I was supposed to do, and I did it for most of my younger years. Then I grew up, became a teenager, went to college, and kind of just did my own thing. I partied like crazy. I went out. I did a lot of drugs. I drank a lot of alcohol. What finally got my attention and started me working on getting back to correcting my relationship with God and getting back on track was actually an abortion. And I can talk about it right now and not tear up because I have processed through this. I am forgiven, and I know that I experienced this to be able to help other women, and I can use my story now to do that. So that was really my breaking point when that happened. It kind of shook me to the core. I didn't want to do any of those things anymore. I wanted to get my life right and do things correctly. And from that moment on, honestly, I was terrified that I would never have children. Like, that would be my punishment from God, would be that because I did that when I was in, I think, 18 or 19, I was really young, that when the time came that I was married and ready to start a family, that we would have a lot of problems and I wouldn't be able to do that. So I was really terrified. I carried a lot of fear for a long time that would be me. Which really kind of stunted my growth and stopped me from having any passion. I kind of got obsessed with getting married and having babies. So I met my husband, married him, and we moved around a lot trying to find, or moving around a lot for his job so he could get promoted within his company. But that always left me in a new place trying to find a new job. And I never really found anything that I was passionate about. I had waited tables, I'd bartended, I had worked as an assistant at a church, I'd worked my way up within a church to an executive position. I managed a Sweet Frog frozen yogurt place, I was a nanny. I really tried everything, and nothing like made me feel whole and complete and gave me passion and excitement in what I was doing. And I knew I was created for something more. I wanted to do something that really mattered in the world, and I just hadn't found it yet. And then we moved to Philadelphia. I spent 3 months trying to find a job and couldn't get anyone to hire me. I was at the most depressed state I'd ever been in my life. I didn't feel like I had any value because my work experience is so scattered. I couldn't find anybody to hire me, and I just felt completely worthless. And then we got pregnant, and it kind of shook me to the core because I never thought I would be pregnant anymore. And so when that happened, I was really just overcome with that emotion that I have to take care of this baby. And up until that point in my life, I'd never really cared about nutrition. I'd always kind of been skinny fat, never comfortable in my own skin, never comfortable naked, but I was okay. I looked good in clothes, and so I just lived on that. And once we got pregnant, though, it kind of like I had a mind shift change, because I was like, I'm creating a human. God has actually forgiven me and blessed me with a child. This is amazing. I cried so much during that pregnancy because of that, because that was a gift from him for me. And I just can't, that I can get teared up with. But yeah, so once I was determined to have a healthy pregnancy. I didn't even know what that meant. I'd never eaten clean. I didn't eat vegetables. I didn't do anything, exercise, anything. And I just decided to get started. My coach had just gotten started with her business. And when I reached out to her, she was a person that I trusted, I was like, I don't know what to do, but I want to get healthy. And she said, perfect. Let's do these shakes together. Let's get PIO and let's work out together. It's going to be great. And I had no idea what any of it meant, but I said, you know what? I trust you. I'm going to do this. So I jumped in with both feet. Like I said, I knew nothing about nutrition. All of our programs come with a meal plan, so I just followed the meal plan, did the grocery list shopping right from there, and kept it really simple. And I survived. And after about 30 days, I was seeing results, and I was like 20 weeks pregnant, so it didn't make any sense that I was getting results. I thought I would just continue to get fat, but I was really actually losing my love handles and losing weight, and not losing weight, but gaining muscle tone in the process. So it was really exciting. And as soon as I noticed that I was having results, I got hooked, and I wanted to share these products with other people. And so I decided, why not? Let's jump in with both feet and be a coach. And then I just decided to share it because I was making a little bit of extra money doing that, and then realized the income potential that this business has, and realized how much of an impact you can have on people's lives, and you can change their future. So I really got hooked, and I was completely sold on our whole business model, because it allowed me to be a stay-at-home mom. It allowed me to build an income, own my own business, make my own hours, and it allowed me to make a difference and do something that really mattered. So I was just, ever since that moment when I signed up as a coach, I have just gone full feet, full force at chasing after the world, trying to help as many people as I can. And I'm talking a lot with my hands. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, so I have just built a business out of this, and I plan on taking our Anchored Nation team to the top. We are aiming for the top 200 this year in the entire network, which would be a huge feat for our team. And I'm so excited, working hard to hit that. So that's my story. That's how I got started as a coach. At this point in my business, I'm able to support our family so much more than I expected. I was kind of doing this just for a little extra money to be able to contribute. I'd never really put a dollar amount on what I was trying to achieve and trying to earn for our family. But for the last several months in a row now, I've been able to pay our rent, which is pretty incredible. So it's been really exciting just to watch this grow over time, and I just can't wait to see where it's going to take our family. It's really, this business has just taught us to dream and allowed us to completely change our mindset about what our future is going to look like, and that it doesn't have to be the traditional path that everyone else goes. That we're going to have so much time freedom the way this business model works, that we are setting ourselves up for an amazing, beautiful future, and I'm so excited for it. So that is me. That's my story. But that's enough about me. I don't want to take up this whole thing just talking about me. I'm going to switch back to my slides real quick, because I need to introduce you to one of my amazing friends, Ginny Tran. She is a Anchored Nation coach, and I think I'm going to do this right here. Where's Google? There it is. Can we go down? Yeah. Jenny Tran, she is an Anchored Nation coach. She's an Emerald coach on our team, working hard to hit Diamond. She's going to hit it really soon. I know it. She's only been a coach for 8 months, so she's still pretty new at this, but she's killing it. Her consistency has been awesome to watch. And if you follow her on Facebook, you should if you don't. But you'll see that she's constantly posting her journey, her postpartum journey when she was pregnant, actually, and it was when she started, so she had the same story as me. And then has just continued this journey postpartum and is just being really vocal and honest about her journey, and it's just beautiful to watch. And I will tell you, there's not a person that I have more respect for, because she is doing this while she's got like an infant at home that's, I think now just a couple months old. But I'm going to let her share her story a little bit, but I have to figure out how to stop this. I'm going to mute myself, Jenny, and then go ahead and unmute yourself, and you can share your story too.
All right, can you hear me? All right. Well, hey, everybody, I'm Jenny Tran, and just like Stephanie said, I started with Beachbody when I was about 5 months pregnant, and I got started. I honestly was just seeing Stephanie's post through my Facebook page, and she was really inspirational to me, and I just said, man, I'm 5 months pregnant. I really want to be healthy in this pregnancy. I don't want to gain so much weight, because it was my second pregnancy, and I know everyone was telling me, oh, you're going to get so much bigger so much quicker. And so I was determined not to let that happen. I was also just in a place where I was at home with my son. He turned 1 in October, so my babies are only 15 months apart. And I wasn't really doing much. I had tried nannying a little bit while I had Banks, my son. I was helping an online Etsy shop make baby moccasins. I was just doing a lot of random jobs that weren't really fulfilling me, except for being a mom, of course. So when I signed up as just a discount coach, not really knowing what I might want to do. Maybe I want to make a little income to help my husband out. But again, I knew I was 5 months pregnant, not sure how much I'd be able to actually do towards the latter part of my pregnancy. So I started off with the PIO and the shakes, and I loved it and really got into it, and got really excited to be a coach and wanting to do more and more and more. My pregnancy hit me hard in the fall and the winter, and I didn't slack on my workouts or anything. I just didn't really start to build my business quite then. And then in January, somehow the Lord just gave me this energy boost. And I said, well, let me start this before my daughter comes. And so really in January is when I got started pursuing it. And so I've been doing it for a couple months now, and became an Emerald coach literally the week I was in the hospital having my baby. And that was amazing. I was like, what? That's crazy. I'm here having a baby. And I got a promotion while I was in the hospital with her on my lap. And it was just so incredible. And that's the point where I knew, like, just being myself and sharing my story can really make an impact, and really give me confidence as well. A little bit story about my back history. I used to work for a company that was huge in customer service, and I loved it. We were in elementary schools. We were fundraising for elementary schools with fitness and health and character education, and I loved every second of it. I loved the energy. I loved building relationships with the teachers, and it was just my forte. And I stopped when I had my son Banks, so that I could be at home. And I didn't really get that drive in any of the jobs I pursued after I had Banks. And I was really craving something like that. And what Beachbody has really shown me is that I can have that confidence again and that energy and excitement over a job. And I get to stay at home with my kids, which is amazing. Lila is now 2 months old, almost 3. Banks is 18 months old. I get to play with them every day, and I get to work, and I get to help people with their fitness journeys, and just help motivate them and encourage them as they go along it as well. My husband has told me that I'm so much more happier at home, so I feel like I'm a better wife to him because of this as well, because I have something just to call my own and that I'm working towards. And this business like encourages you to do personal development and whatever that may entail, whether it's fitness or your nutrition or getting into your Bible daily, which is important for me, or reading all of these books that can teach you so much about yourself and about your daily life. And he just has been like, this is the best thing that has ever happened, because before, when I was pregnant and I was just not as happy searching for something. I feel like I'm a better mom because of Beachbody, because I have more energy with my kids, not only more energy because I'm working out and drinking my shakes and eating healthier. But this business gives me just such an excitement, and I feel like I'm more creative with my kids and the things that we do every day. And I can play with them. I can go on these long walks, take things to the park, which is about 20-minute walk away. We do it almost every single day now, and it's nothing to me. And then just personally, Beachbody has really helped my confidence level. I've always struggled with confidence and insecurity from past relationships and just my family life when I was younger, being put down a lot, being verbally abused. And this has just given me that confidence to say, you know what, it doesn't matter what other people think of me. Be yourself and just, sell yourself and share what you want to share and be yourself. And that's really given me the confidence just to push through this business. And as I'm growing it and aiming to be diamond pretty soon, I can just feel growth not only personally, but spiritually and mentally and physically and whatever else there is. It's all around me, and I'm so excited to continue on to this journey. And I just love how Beachbody pushes me to become the best me that I can be. Not the best Stephanie, not the best, any other coaches in the business, but the best Jenny Tran that I can be. And the encouragement I get from the team is incredible. And yeah, so that's me. Is there anything else you want me to say, Stephanie?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to switch the mic. There we go. I got the mic. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, Jenny. I love to hear that. And that makes me really happy that you're just doing so well. I love the reminder. I love it. Okay. So go ahead and mute yourself real quick. And then I'm going to jump in back to our presentation. And I'm going to go and take my whole screen here. There we go. Okay. So we're going to dive straight in so you can kind of understand what it is that we do to really help, because the whole purpose here, it's not about us. We want to share our stories so you know that we're real people. We're not scheming behind your back. We're not trying to trick you into anything. This is real. This is our real life and how coaching has interwoven really into our lives. So we want to show you what this looks like so you can figure out if it's going to be right for you too. So what is a coach? First, the term coach can be really intimidating, but really every skill in this business is completely learnable. If you're willing to become a more positive, get a healthier person, be vulnerable and share with others, you're going to go really far in this business. What is a coach? So what we do, we promote and use the #1 brands in at-home fitness. Beachbody has spent millions, almost trillions, I think, of dollars on marketing and advertising for infomercials, the ones that you see on your TV at 1 o'clock in the morning for 21 Day Fix and for Body Beast and for P90X, all of those programs, they all belong to Beachbody. And so our job is just to promote those products, to try those products ourselves, and to talk about them, share our stories. We're not trying to sell products. We're just sharing our stories, and we naturally grow our businesses that way. We match people with programs. So when someone is interested, we don't just sell them whatever program that we think that helps us. We're trying to match them up with a program that's really going to get them the best results. We build relationships with people to figure out what their goals are, what they're really trying to achieve, what is the reason that they're trying to lose that weight, how much weight are they trying to lose, what kind of program do they like, what have they seen success with in the past. We ask those kind of questions, and we build relationships with people to be able to find out what kind of program they should be on. Because we understand that our product is not a one size fits all. We want to really customize it for each person. And next, we provide accountability by doing the workouts and drinking Shakeology right alongside our challengers. So that's what we promote, and we use the #1 brand in at-home fitness. That's really essentially it. We're cheerleaders and motivators. We are not trainers or nutritionists at all. You don't have to be any of those things. You can be if that's your passion. You're welcome to do that as well, but it is not required because Beachbody has all of the nutrition and personal training covered for us. We just have to handhold and cheerlead and motivate people and inspire them. So how do we do that? So how do we do those things? The first thing is we help ourselves. We are drinking our own Shakeology daily. We are doing our own workouts. We are reading personal development. That's something that we're focused on a ton with Beachbody, is that we're constantly improving ourselves. We're never satisfied with who we are. We believe that we're enough and that we're good enough. And we're not trying to prove ourselves, but we're trying to be better. We want to be better wives, better moms, better parents, better coaches. And so that's what we focus on is personal development is what we call it. You can call it self-help, whatever you want to call it, but we're constantly reading books and trainings, trying to get better at life in general. To do that, we use social media, and there's no like law that tells you which way you have to use social media or which platforms to use. I personally use Facebook. I know Ginny does too. I use Facebook actually and YouTube, and those are platforms. I'd never touched YouTube before, but use a platform that you're already using. So if you're really big on Instagram, there's training to show you how to use Instagram to make Facebook or to make your business work on Instagram. If you're more comfortable with Facebook, you can use that. So what do we do on social media? We post daily. We post a lot, 3 to 5 times is our goal. We post our workouts, like sweaty selfies or workout moves of the day. We post that we're drinking our shakes, that we're eating healthy, that we are doing personal development, and just share our life out loud with people to build. And that whole point of that is to build trust, so people see the consistency, that we're not just trying to sell them a product because it's on sale this month, but they see us day in and day out, working out every day, eating clean every day. And so it just kind of builds that trust, so they're ready. They know who you are and what you're about before we even have to talk to people. So don't be afraid, don't think that you can't do this, because everything in this business, again, is learnable. And we use private Facebook groups and our new Beachbody Challenge Tracker app that works on iPhone and Android devices to offer accountability and support for our challengers. So we can do it in group settings. So we put together small groups of, for us, we focus on women, but we're not just solely for women. But we put them in small groups so they can build community as well. So it's not just a one-on-one coach relationship, but we have this giant community of coaches and all of our challengers together that just support each other. And so it's this beautiful thing when you're with a bunch of people that are all moving in the same direction as you. It's awesome. So those are we call them challenge groups, those private groups on Facebook. And then we're constantly adding people to our network. We're sending more friend requests. We're joining different groups on Facebook, or when we're out in public, we go to a mom's group. We add those people to our Facebook or whatever social media network we are using, so they can find us and so they can get in front of, so our posts that we're doing every day can get in front of more people. And like I said, don't let any of this overwhelm you. We've got training starting really soon to help you get started learning all of that. So how are we different? There are tons and tons and tons of network marketing companies out there now. There's almost like, I think it's like almost like 80%, some high percentage of homes in America by the end of last year were involved with some sort of network marketing company of some kind, whether on the discount level or just purchasing somehow. So this is huge. And so we need to differentiate ourselves, because we are not like any of the others. The biggest way that we are doing that is because we are sharing our journey. We're not pushing products. That's the biggest thing. We're not salespeople. We're not trying to sell people on stuff. We're trying to share what's working for us and help pair them with a product that it matches. We don't spam people. We work really hard to teach our team. We have lots, I said, I'm going to say this a lot. We have a lot of training for you to teach you not to come off spammy, not to sound salesy and icky and make people feel gross, but to be real and to be you. And that's what's really going to attract people to you. We don't add people to groups for the purpose of selling a product. I'm getting countless, not requests, just notifications that I'm being added to groups for all sorts of MLMs all the time now, and it's so annoying. And I remove myself every time, because I know they're just adding me in there to put product in front of me, and that's not, we don't do that. I don't believe in that, and I don't want to abuse Facebook that way. We're different because we care. Like I said, we're trying to build relationships with people. There are people that I talk to for 6-8 months. People I've talked to for like a year and a half now that are just buying products now. Or maybe they still haven't bought products, but I'm still providing free help for them first and trying to help them with their journey. And just because they didn't buy something from me does not mean that I'm not helping and offering my services. So we don't turn people away that can't afford our products. We still coach them. We still help them along their health journey. And we follow up. We don't just send an invitation to someone and then never, they don't respond to us, or, we invite them and they say no, and we just leave it at that because they didn't make a sale. We follow up consistently with people constantly to just build that relationship, build that trust, and be able to help them any way we can. I said we don't promote the products. We promote a healthy and happy lifestyle. That's what we're really trying to teach, and that's what we want to share with the world, is that you can live happy and healthy and whole, and that's what we're trying to share. And we understand that not everyone's going to need our products that we're selling, so we don't push them on anybody. I think I've said that several times because it's so true. We don't push it. I'm so tired of other network marketing people that are sending me a really spammy message and trying to ask me to help them hit their goal, or asking me to host a party for them to hit their goal. And that's not what we're about. We're trying to help people, and we're trying to put their needs above our sales. And when you do that, when you lead with an open hand like that, and you're giving away your services, God blesses that. And I've seen it in my own business. I'm seeing it in my team. When you're not greedy and trying to just make a sale, your business just grows and God just blesses it. So that's what we focus on our team. So how do we earn money as a coach? So I just told you that we do a lot for free, right? But there are ways that we earn money. First of all, there are a lot of different ways that we're going to earn money, but they're based on your effort. Like, you're not going to, I can't promise you, I can't promise you any level of income. Every coach's income is a direct reflection of what they're willing to put in and the work that you're doing and the skill that you bring to the table. I can help you. Our team, we've got lots of training to help you for new coaches, for like Jenny, for an example, she's pushing for diamonds. So she's in a training group that's a little more advanced than our new coach training. And we got all sorts of stuff to help you, but I can't build it for you. I can't, you don't send me people to sign up for you. Like, I can teach you how to do this, but you have to build your own business and take ownership for it. You could make $500 tomorrow in sales if you put your head down and did it, but that's not a sustainable pace, and this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a slow and steady income over time. I think my first paycheck as a Beachbody coach was for helping 3 people. Actually, that's right here. Your first goal as a new coach is to help just 3 people get started with a challenge pack. And when I did that you earn 25% commission, which can be about $40 to $100 per challenge pack sale, depending on which ones are purchased. But a challenge pack, I'll go into what that exactly is in a minute. But when you sell those 3, it was $140. So when I did that in my first week as a coach, I made $140 from my first paycheck. And so if I were to sell, 6, 7, I can't do that math, I'm sorry, several more of those, I could hit $500 in my first week if I really pushed it. But once you help 3 people, you're going to earn back your own investment to get started on your own goals. And then your second goal as a new coach is to rank advance. Because when you start to build your own team and invite other people to join you, that's when you're going to start earning cycle bonuses. And as you rank advance, your income can really jump. And it's because it's no longer tied to just your sales, but you're getting bonuses based on what the people that you bring into the business are also doing. So that's the beauty, and that is where we are similar to other network marketing companies, in that everybody benefits from that. So anything that, any business that I bring, once Jenny's on my team, I'm helping her. I'm giving her volume to be able to build those cycle bonuses. So when she creates work, when she matches that, she gets paid for that. And she's doing the same. Whenever she is adding people onto her team, it's benefiting my team as well. So at this point in my business, 21 months in, I can say consistently my cycle bonus checks every week are much bigger than my actual sales commissions. So, and that's just continuing to grow every week. So that's where we make the most money, is those cycle bonuses. So, okay, we are the Anchored Nation. I told you that. I founded this team 21 months ago, and we are currently ranked number 1349 out of 453, 772 teams in Beachbody. And that just blows my mind that we've been able to accomplish that so far. That is not me. That is not me at all. This is a team of people all working together with the same goal to help others at a strong pace. And so, like I said, we're trying to hit that 200 mark by the end of the year. And I know we can do it. I know we're visualizing it. I know it's going to happen. We've got a lot of coaches working really hard to hit that. And who are we as the Anchored Nation team? I just wanted to kind of explain this because I want you to understand who we are. So you see if you fit. You might not feel like you fit into this group. And I want you to know who we are, because we are a family and we all work hard to work towards these things. So who we are: an anchor girl is confident. She's an encourager. She lifts others up. She exudes positivity and finds joy in every situation. She's never satisfied with getting by, but strives to build a better life for herself and her family every single day. And how we do that: an anchored girl has healthy habits. She works out. She eats clean. She takes care of herself so she can better serve her family and clients. She shares her journey with others so they can learn from her mistakes and be inspired by her positive example. She's a student, consistently learning new things and strengthening her skills every day. So I want to share that because I need you to understand what our team is about, what we focus on. We're about being positive. We're not negative. We are a team. We do everything together. And so we want to bring in people that can relate to that and that want to be a part of that kind of environment. So if that does ring a bell with you and that is something you do connect with and want to be a part of, let me walk you through how you can get started as a coach. So first of all, you'll want to sign up with a coach that invited you to this call, because they'll have a personalized link for you. They're going to help you help you, just like we talked about, match you up with your perfect fitness program and whatever Shakeology flavor you're excited about to start with. And a lot of our challenge packs start at $140. So when you pay that $140, you're getting your Shakeology and your fitness program, and your coach, you don't have to pay anything to sign up as a coach. It's normally $40. We completely waive it because you're buying the products to get you started so you can be a product of the product. So you've got a story to share, and you've already got stuff to post about once you've got your kit. So you're only paying for your own supplies. After that, you'll only have to pay $15.95 a month to be a coach, and this covers that millions of dollars in advertising that I told you Beachbody spends for us. That pays for our Coach mobile app, which is this awesome system that is going to give you that personalized link that I just mentioned. Beachbody has great websites for us. Our COO is our Coach online office is huge. I'm in there every day. They organize everything for me. They handle all of our shipping and warehousing. I don't have to purchase any product. All that I ever purchase is product for myself. Anybody else, I give them one of those pretty little personalized links, and they buy it through Beachbody, and I just get a commission. I don't have to deal with any of the customer service. I just give them the number, and they customer service handles it with the customer directly. You'll get a 25% discount on any future products that you want to get with Beachbody. So every quarter we launch a new fitness program, and about twice a year we launch a new supplement, and you can get a 25% discount on those. You'll also get access to our team-wide challenge group. So as the Anchored Nation team, we have a giant fitness accountability group where we all put our challengers until you're ready to host your own. Once you get your feet going and feet wet and feel confident and want to lead your own, then you can coaches pull their challengers out. But we have this giant team-wide challenge group that I lead, and actually a lot of our leaders all kind of contribute there, that you'll have access to. You'll also have access to our team-wide business support group. And this is also a group that I'm in every day, posting new, cool training information, business tips that you should know to help you grow your business, any great content that I find while I'm building my business, any cool tips. You'll find out when our next challenge group starts, and any training that's available to you, and for your coaches as well. And so we've got all of that. And then I have this breakdown here for you because I want you to understand here for Shakeology, because a lot of people get nervous about the Shakeology cost, and it's not what you think. It's people get kind of scared by that number at first, $140, oh my gosh. But Shakeology itself is $131 for just a customer to go buy it outright. But as a coach, you get 25% off, so you'll be paying $99.58 for it, plus your coach business coach fee. And oh my gosh, I had the wrong number over here. It's actually $16.91. I knew that. I apologize for that. It's gone up $1 since that was a year ago. So you're paying $116 instead of $131. So even if you don't ever make a sale as a coach, you're still saving money that way. So I tell a lot of my challengers that don't want to coach to do this anyway, to sign up as a coach just for the discount, because it's worth it for your Shakeology to save on that. And I don't want you to be afraid of that $140. If that sounds like a scary number to you, just break it down. It breaks down to about $4 a shake, and it's easy. It just gives you convenience. You can put it in any time of your day. I drink mine for lunch because I love to make breakfast, and breakfast foods are cheap. Healthy breakfast foods are cheap to make. So I save the most money by not having to make lunch every day. So I make a shake, and then it's great because I can make it really fast and go out the door and run my errands with my baby girl, and we can get out the door that way. My sister does it she's trying to cut down grocery costs. So in their house, they drink it for dinner, because dinner is probably the most meal you're spending the most on. So they save more money there. So I really encourage you, if $140 is a stretch for you, really sit down and think about it. Figure out what there is in your budget that you could cut out for a month to try this. Just to give it a try for 2-3 solid weeks. And then if you hate it, if it's not for you, which I guarantee you won't, but if that's the case, we have a full money back guarantee where you can get all of your money back within 30 days of trying our products. So we really stand by our products. They're top notch. They're great quality. I can vouch for them because I use them all every day, as does our team, which is how this job is so easy. So I really hope you've been able to see the passion that we have for this business and for growing it and for helping others, because that's the